Okay, we're testing the sound now. Okay, we're testing the sound now. I am just, yes. Now the big thing was getting the air on in there and seeing if it'll stay below 82 overnight. We were supposed to be. The problem is all the stuff had to be out of Temple B'nai B'rith from Midrash Shah earlier this week, and it's all, we had mover come, and it's all in the hallway outside of the elevator down there going into the vestry. And this Monday and Wednesday is when they're going through everything and putting everything away. So it would not be good to have it downstairs this Shabbos, and yet it's hot and humid, you know. But that's where everything landed. So there's even something in the elevator that says heavy, two people lift or something. So I'm not sure what that is, but it's a reminder of why you go on your mission, to lift heavy things. So we'll be fine in there. I want to do a Safam Hallel tomorrow, so we can do that with the screens. You remember Safam from the 80s? Bob, you do?
Well, I remember him from the 80s.
Oh.
Totally either way.
Yes, well, I remember them. I thought they were very good.
I wasn't really Jewish back then.
We had, you were president of the JCC. You know, I mean, that's pretty Jewish.
Maybe not even a couple months. I was born in November. About this, I'll play one.
Which one? I love it, but what are they saying before the conversation? Amen, amen.
No, Hamdulillah.
Can four people make that much sound? I love it. What is it? Warshawski. Wow.
I can put that on repeat.
We could hear it. You're gonna have to send me a copy. And then we'll hand down drums. Okay, and I'm just checking over there.
There's songs I just don't get to.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we are ready. So, any takers? Anyone want to lead the Kabbalat Shabbat? You have the blue books. And Lechun Ranana is on 22. So let's start with that. Lechu neranan ala Adonai naria letzor yishenu. This begins this series of 5 psalms, getting us into the mood for Shabbat as we draw near to God with thankfulness. And God still has issues with the Jewish people. In the Psalms, it's kind of neat that in this great poetry of praising God, of the Tehillim, praise of God, that we've got, God coming out and saying, well, we had good times and bad times. Al takshulevavchem kemiriva kiyom masa b'midbar. Oh, that today you would obey me and not harden your hearts as in the wilderness, when your ancestors repeatedly doubted me, even though they had witnessed my great deeds, right? How are you? 40 years that generation wearied me. I mean, it's not all very positive here, especially for starting off Shabbat. Therefore, I vowed in my anger that they would not enter the promised land, and we sing it so nicely. Arba'im shana kut bedor va'omaram toev levavhem vehem lo yadu derachai asher nishpati v'yapi'i im yavo'un el menuchati. If only we could have that approach when we're chastising our children, or they're not coming in and everything, and had such a positive. Maybe there's a positive. What's that? There is a lesson there. This is it, and this is the tune for Kabbalat Shabbat. New on the 96th Psalm, though, things change and come into Shir Adonai Shir Chadash, Shir Adonai Kol Haaretz, Shir Adonai Baruch Hu Shemo Basrul Miyom Liyom Yeshuato. And I know this isn't it doesn't translate very Jewishly. Sing to the Lord a new song, sing to the Lord all the earth, sing to the Lord, bless God's name. And then what is Basru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato? What is Bisorot Tovot? Good tidings. Tidings. Oh, not Soros. Not Surot. Bisorot. Good news. That's what I meant. The good news. We don't think of the good news as being a Jewish thing because of Christianity, but long before either of them, long before Christianity, the good news was to foretell the coming of God's salvation. Okay, and at the bottom, Yismechu Hashemayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam u'melo'o yalos sadai v'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol atzei ya'ar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim b'emunato. And then the 97th Psalm on 26. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu im rabim anan vavrafel svivav tzedek u'mishpat mechon kiso. So the earth will reign. The Lord reigns. Let the earth rejoice. The tagel gila hava na gila. Let us rejoice. There's the word tagel gila, and yismechu im rabim. Let the many islands be happy. What islands are we talking about? Cyprus? I mean, I'm not really sure what islands. Maybe it's just little areas that are further away from Israel. But everyone's supposed to be happy. Everyone's supposed to be excited. And then there's this important line. Let's see. 4 lines from the bottom. Ohavei Adonai sin ura. What does that mean? Ohev, love. Those who love God, sin ura, hate evil. So it's not a Jewish thing to say never hate if we're supposed to hate evil according to this psalm. Let's see. Shomer nafshot chasidav miyad reshaim yatzileim. Save us from those who would do harm to us. Or zaru alat tzadik uli yishrei lev simcha Simchut tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho. 28. Mizmor shir l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa hoshia lo yamino uzero kodsho. We have to sing a new song to the Lord who has done marvelous things. Niflaot are wonders, and those wonders are the ones we usually take for granted. And again, 4 lines from the bottom, 28. Yiram hayam umlo'o tevel v'yoshveva neharot yimcha uchaf yachat harim yiranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amim b'meisharim. Lord is coming to judge the world, to rule the nations in righteousness and equity. 30. Adonai malach yirgezu amim yoshev keruvim tanu taretz Adonai b'tzion gadol v'ramhu al kol ha'amim. Exalt the Lord our God and worship at God's holy mountain, for the Lord our God is holy. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. And now comes Havul Adonai. So let's turn to 34, and you can rise if you feel up to it. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai kavod va'oz, Havul Adonai kivod shemo, Ishtach Havul Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim Adonai al mayim rabim Kol Adonai bakoach Kol Adonai behadar Kol Adonai shover arazim vayeshaber Adonai et arzei halevanom Vayarkidem kamo egel Levanon v'Syriam kamo ven re'emim Kol Adonai chotzev lahavot Kol Adonai yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel ayalot, vayechasof ye'arot, uveichalo kulo omer kavod, uveichalo kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz, Liamo yiten Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. And we're seated, and I'm seeing the inside of the sanctuary on this now. It just kind of showed up. So I was already congratulate myself. No, somehow it's not up on mine, but is it up there? You got it? It may just be my phone. Now it should be back. Oh, here it is, back on there. So, don't understand that, but that's okay. So what Lecha Dodi should we do? I mean, I like that drumming and everything, but should we play it? I mean, we'll be able to hear it here. Let's try it. Come on, let's go for it. Is it online somewhere? Oh, band. This mic is only going to do for the folks at home. Won't get louder here.
Adonai echad hu shemo echad l'shemo letiferet ve'letila lecha dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat penei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nechakim bekor haberacha erosh mikeden nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshava tefila lecha dodi lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat penei Shabbat nekabela מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה ומצאים מתוך אפך רב לך שבט עמק אפך והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה התעררי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארת חמי על יד בן ישי בית הלכתי קורבה אל נפשי גאלה לך דודי לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך ומאורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נפלא לך דודי לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה דידידם דידידם די דידידם דידידם די דידידם 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 דידידם
Really? How cool is that? That was beautiful. Yeah, I heard a couple of different things that reminded me of some of the other tunes, but that's great, snappy and wonderful. I love it. So, what did we go up to? Lo Tevoshi, right? So, what melody should we do? Lo Tevoshi ve'lo tikalmi, ma tishtochachi u'ma tehemi, bach yechesu aniyei ami v'nivneta ha'ir al tila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. V'hayu limshisa shosayich, v'rachaku kol mevalayich, yasis halayich Elohayich, ki mesos hatan al kala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Yaminu smol tifrotzi, v'et Adonai taritzi, al yadi ish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nagila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabla, lecha dodi likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nekabla, boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei yam segula, boi chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla, lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. And it is good to thank God every single day, especially on Shabbat, in this 92nd Psalm, Zamer l'Shimcha Elyon, Lahagid ba'boker chazdecha ve'emunatcha ba'leilot, alei asor v'alei navel, on all kinds of stringed instruments, alei higayon b'chinor, ki simachtani Adonai b'fa'olecha. It makes me happy to see all your amazing things that you do. Ma gadlu ma'asecha Adonai, how gadol, how great are your deeds, O Lord. Ishbar lo yedach lo yavin et zot, bifroach rishaim kamo esev. When the evildoers rise up like grass, wild grass, vayatzitzu kol po'aleyav and lihisham dama deyad, and in order to destroy everything in their sight, ve'ata maron liolam Adonai, but you rise above them forever, God. Kihine oivecha Adonai, here are your enemies before you. Kihine oivecha yovedu, yitpardu kol po'alayavin, vataram kireim karni, baloti b'shemen ra'anan, vatabete nai b'shurai, v'kamim alay mereim tishmana oznai. And then Sadik katamar yifrach, Sadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, Sadik katamar yifrach, Sadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, Sadik katamar yifrach, ke'erez balvanon yiske, ke'erez balvanon yiske, ke'erez balvanon yiske, yiske, ke'erez balvanon yiske, ke'erez balvanon yiske, ke'erez balvanon yiske, yiske. Od yunuvum b'seva d'shenim rananim yulagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri, v'lo avla atabo. 44. Your enemies. Oyev is an enemy. Oivecha are the ones who make you say oive. Yep, that's it. You got it. All right. Oivecha. 44. Adonai malach geut lavesh lavesh Adonai oz hita zarav tikon tivel dbal timot nachon kisacham yazmi olam ata nasun naharot Adonai nasurot kolam yisun harot ochyam mikolot mayim rabim adirim ishpereyam adir bamarom Adonai edotecha nemnu meyom leveitecha nava kodesh Eidotecha nehemnu meyom leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai leorech yamim. And with the folks at home, we've got our minion plus. So Baruch Hu on 50. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Mavorach Leolam Va'ed. And down toward the end of the paragraph about darkness and light, Umavir Yom, Umevi Laila, Umavdil Ben Yom Avein Laila, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai, Hama'ari Va'aravim. And 52, Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadetam. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbeinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו ויורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו Yisrael. 54. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol miyodecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'komecha וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Let's go to Micha Mocha on 60, down toward the bottom. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Norati lo tosef ele malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe, ze Elianu v'yamru, Adonai imloch li'olam va'ed v'ne'emar, kifad Adonai et Yaakov, ugielo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch ata Adonai, ka'al Yisrael. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Help us to lie down in peace and awaken us for another glorious day for life. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, v'taknenu be'itzat tova milfanecha, v'oshienu l'ma'an shemecha, and guard us. V'hagein ba'adenu, v'haser mi'aleinu, get rid of any oyev, enemy, dever, v'cherev, v'rav, v'yagon, v'haser satan milfanenu me'acharenu. Get that evil Satan away from us that leads us astray. Uvitzel kanavtecha tastirenu, and let your sheltering wings protect us. Ki el shomrenu matzilenu ata, ki el melech hanun v'rachum ata. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu, lechayim u'leshalom me'ata v'yad olam, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, baruch ata Adonai, Apores sukat shalom aleinu v'yal kol amo Yisrael v'yal Yerushalayim. So this is where we need another tune is for Vishamra, because we do our Vishamru b'nei Yisrael, which is nice. And we do Vishamru b'nei Yisrael. But there are other melodies out there for that too, so we got to get some and put them up, okay? Let's do Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam berit olam, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, ki sheshet yamim, Asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz uvayom ha'shevi shavad vayinafat. So, do they ever play with Kaddish? I don't mean play with. Do they ever an updated? I think I did hear an updated, different kind of a melody for Kaddish. Part of these things are part of the tradition of the Friday evening service. So the place for this particular half Kaddish that we're used to is from the melody for Erev Shabbat, for Shabbat evening. So that's the traditional Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'yalma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechonu v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael Ba'agala, uvizman kariv, v'imeru, amen. Yeheshmei rabba mevorach, le'olam lahol me'olmaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudisha, Brichu Le'ela, Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata, Damiran Be'alma V'yimeru, Amen. No melody for Mariv for the evening Amida, but we can go through and then we'll pick up with Vaychulu Hashamayim at the end. We are going to add the blessing for Rosh Chodesh that begins this evening, Rosh Chodesh Tammuz. Okay, so 69 through with the special prayer on 72. I'll go back to that, and then 76 to 76. I'm going to go back to 72. Eloheinu v'Elokei Avoteinu Ya'aleh v'Yavo v'Yagia v'Yera Evira Tzevi Shama v'Yipaked v'Yizacher Zichronenu V'Fikdonenu V'Zichron Avoteinu V'Zichron Mashiach ben David Avdecha V'Zichron Yerushalayim Yer Kodshecha V'Zichron Kol Amcha Beit Yisrael Lefanecha L'Fleita L'Tova L'Chein L'Chesed L'Rachamim L'Chaim L'Shalom B'Yom Rosh HaChodesh Hazeh Zochreinu Adonai Eloheinu bo l'tova ufokdeinu bo livracha Voshienu vo l'chayim v'dvar Yeshua v'rachamim chus v'chaneinu v'rachem aleinu voshienu ki elecha inenu ki al-melech hanun v'rachum ata for Rosh Chodesh. That means we'll do Hallel tomorrow morning. And we can turn to Vayechulu on 80. Vayechulu hashamayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzevam vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayekadesh oto Kivo shavat mikol melachto, Kivo shavat mikol melachto, Asher bara, Asher bara, Asher bara, Elohim laso. We can be seated. 82. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avoteinu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, v'Elokei Yaakov, Elokei Sarah, Elokei Rivka, Elokei Rachel, v'Elokei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Anora El Elyon Konei Shamayim Va'aretz Magen Avot Bidvaro Mechayei Metim B'Ma'amaro Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu Ameniach Le'amo B'Yom Shabbat Kodsho Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem lefanav na'avod b'yirav v'fachad v'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid me'ein abrachot el ha'hodaot Adon shalom mekadesh ha'shabbat u'mevarech shvi Umeniach b'kedusha le'amidu shnei oneg, zecher lemase v'reishit. 185. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our Shabbat rest be acceptable to you. May your mitzvot lead us to holiness. May we be among those who devote themselves to your Torah. May we find contentment in your blessings and joy in your sustaining power. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth and help us to enjoy and love and favor the heritage of your holy Shabbat. May your people Israel who sanctify your name find true rest on this day. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. 86. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Yalmad Yibrach Rutev Yamlech Malchutei B'chayechon V'yamechon V'chay L'chol Beit Yisrael V'agalav Yizman Kariv V'imru Amen Yehi Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Li'alam Ula'almei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekudesha Brichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma v'imru Amen titkabal tzalot tahon uva'ut tahon d'cho Yisrael kodam avon divishmaya v'imaru Amen yehishlam araba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imru Amen oseh shalom v'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. And Kiddush on 90. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava uvratzon hinechilanu zikaron lemase v'reishit ki hu yom techila Lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu vacharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yahava uveratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Say a quick blessing for Israel. Looks like, we always get our hopes up when we hear about hostage deals, but looks like they're moving in the right direction. So I don't know how many hostages, how many terrorists are going to have to be freed from jails in Israel and everything like that, but there's some hope, which is what we need. Adonai Eloheinu, Tzor Yisrael v'go'alo, barechet medinat Yisrael v'hagen aleha. We ask your blessings, O God, for the state of Israel and the land of Israel, for the people of Israel. Bless those who defend the land and protect its people. Bless its leaders with wisdom, courage, and dedication. May they be resolute in the face of challenge and unwavering in the pursuit of justice and peace. May Israel be a beacon of hope for the oppressed, source of inspiration to all who are free. Fulfill in our day the ancient promise, Sion b'mishpat tipadeh, v'shaveha b'tzedakah. Sion shall be redeemed through justice, and all its inhabitants through righteousness. Amen. And 118 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liyotzer b'reishit, shelo asanu kigoyei aratzo, V'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamelachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu notesh shamayim v'yosei daretz, u'moshav yikaro b'shamayim ima'al, u'shchinatu zo b'gofhei meromim, Hu Eloheinu Einot, Emed Malkeinu Evezulato, Kakatuv B'Torato, V'yadata Hayom, V'ashevota El Levavecha, Ki Adonai Hu Elohim B'Shamayim Ima'al, V'yal Haaretz Mitachat Ein Od, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz, Bayom Ha'u, Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushmo, Ushmo, Ushmo Echad, Ushmo Echad. So, Mourner's Cottage on 124, and we've been remembering Jesse Savitz and Josie Danielle Wilner, Matt Brown, and Lenny Tratner, Jeff Rabinowitz, Gina Chen, Sander Yellen and Charlotte Cutler, Ida Miller, Joanne Kluger, John Thalenfeld, Honey Mitchnick, and Sharon Steely, Harvey Rappaport, and Gail Nacklis, Donald Rakes, Steve Glassman, and Jason Kleiman, Rosalie Feldman, and Dory Pesner, Beverly Grossman, Estelle Berger, and Arno Cassell. And we are at the end of the month, and that is, today's the penultimate day, the 29th of Sivan, and we remember Charles Wolfe and Paula Neuwirth, and then beginning this evening, last day of Sivan, 30th of Sivan, remember Vivian Reisman, Hensha Linzer, Myra Togut, and then into Sunday, the first day of Tammuz, still with Rosh Chodesh, Norman Chariton, Morris Feld, Isidore Kornzweig, Morris Rosenbaum, Max Bergsman, Anita Weiss, and Joseph Richter, and Elaine German. May their memory serve as a blessing, and may they rest in peace. Kaddish on 124. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba v'yalmad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayichon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevarach li'alam ula'omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shemei dekudisha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. And tomorrow morning at 10, and we'll be up here because there's all kinds of Hebrew school stuff that's everywhere else downstairs. So it'll be all taken care of this week. So if it stays warm, we're going to dive in downstairs a little bit more often, save some cooling costs. But we should be very comfortable tomorrow. And so your dad, Jerry, passed away on Rosh Chodesh? Yeah. So when was that? That was a while ago. This says 1990. Was it 1990? Was it? This is. Although that may just be when this. Yeah, so that must just be when the program started or something like that. But that's what they have, first of Tammuz. Pretty cool. Okay, and so it's Rosh Chodesh, and we're going to do some. So I found something different with Hallel, okay, and that'll be tomorrow, and that'll be good. Anything else coming up? Next Sunday, we have world-renowned Bob Greenwald is going to be here as the Mitchnick sponsor the Bible and Bagels, but we're gonna listen to Bob and hopefully maybe see some slides or something from the trip you took. Yep, I got good questions. Got a whole good questions, but that'll be neat. So we appreciate you doing that for us. Okay, I don't know, what do we do now? There we go. That's it. I'm looking through the whole thing here. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Poachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Had a beautiful Shabbat Shalom. We had a beautiful baby naming this morning, and it brought new life into a house that has been saddened for all this time after Matt Brown's passing last year. And Sarah had a baby girl, and she was named this morning. How old is she now? 6 months or something like that. And just a cutie pie, and thank God, healthy and everything. So Sarah and Mark had a baby girl, Maddie Elizabeth, and in Hebrew it's named for Fred's mother, who I guess was who Matt was named for, possibly. Although his Hebrew name is Yitzhak, but I don't know, there's a connection there. Maddie is Mattie, and Mindel is her Hebrew name, so we're bringing back the Yiddish. So, but it was good to have Simcha, and